This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. You got to check out this video on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. It is a little kid, little toddler, being coached by her mom on how to say Pinocchio. And, one syllable at a time, this kid can get it done. But unfortunately, it all goes wrong when she tries to put it all together.
P. No. G. O. Pinocchio.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay, the kid's really ridiculously adorable. You've got to see the video. I mean, she's got these great eyebrows and these pigtails. I mean, she almost looks like a little alien. I love this kid.
Oh, because that's what everyone wants, someone to compare their kid to.
Yeah.
A little alien.
Well, I know, but listen, I mean, the mom's not able to hear me. I wouldn't say it around the mom, but...
Hey, Mom, your kid looks like something from a sci-fi movie I just saw.
That's a good thing, because I love sci-fi. But
also,
she's got great eyebrows. The kid's got like some serious eyebrows moving in there.
Once again, just more evidence that kids or like toddlers and drunk people are the exact same. I could see having this conversation with Joe when he's wasted.
Yeah. Like, what's that? Peek-a-deek-a-deek-a-deek. You want pistachios? No, peek-a-deek-a-deek.
Put it on the Disney Plus.
Dude, it's funny, though, when I see that, because it just instantly thinks about Tatum, because Tatum has that one word that is like... I guess there's Minnie Mouse and Daisy Duck have a bird. I don't know if it's their pet bird, but it's their friend. What's it called? Kukaloka?
I don't even know about this little bird that they have.
It's like a Tweety bird looking thing. I had no idea.
Kukaloka?
Yeah, I think that's the name of it.
Yeah. That's what it says on the internet.
Yeah, Yep. It's a cute little bird. So Tatum loves that bird, but cannot say Kukaloka. So she goes like, Kukaluka duka dika dika dika. And I'm like,
keeps going.
Yes. She just keeps going. And every time we're like, what bird is that? And she'll be like, Kukaluka duka dika dika. And she'll just keep going for however long. And I'm like, just keep going. That's totally the name of the bird.
That's the name of the bird right there. Yeah, that is awesome. Little kids trying to say words is always a great thing. Second to little kids when they accidentally say swear words. That's also up in the top 10 of awesome.
I was kind of expecting that with this audio. That's where I thought it was going.
I did too. I was like, get the finger on the dump button.
Yeah.
We still haven't had that happen yet.
Oh, good.
Tatum has not cursed yet.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Right.
I mean, that especially with you as a father, I'm
watching
impressed.
All these Kraken games, I'm surprised.
Yeah. Well, luckily, she's in bed typically by the time the Kraken lose.
Fair enough.
Is that her choice? She's like, Dad, I've seen enough.
Well, tonight will be hard because tonight's the East Coast games. Yeah. East Coast games, I think, is where if she's ever going to learn the curse words, it'll be during those because we'll be watching the game starting at 4 p.m. through dinner and right around bedtime. So, like, right before we put her to bed, she might just hear me going, effing cracking. When are they going to... We're halfway through the season. At what point do we stop caring?
Yeah. We really got to win tonight. In order for my dreams to come true, they got to show me that they can at least, like I said, win 75% of the games. And they're, what are they, 3-2 in the new year, I think? I need them to be better than that, Steve.
Well... If not, Tatum's learning a new word tonight, DJ. And it's not Kukaloka. What the Kukaloka?
Yeah, nice. Really.
Yeah, just start saying that.
You know what, I should.
Yeah.
Kind of like that as a swear word. What the Kukaloka? You know what, I might adopt that myself.
Or just in place of swear words, dang it, Bluey. You know what I mean?
Right?
Like,
stupid mother Pepin' Pig.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, mother Pepin' Pig is another good one, too. That actually seems like it could be a good one. All right. I got some good ones. Hey, thanks, man. Keep them coming.
You dumb Coco Melon.
That tracks. Okay, we got a cop. We got, this cop, I appreciate the good service this cop does because he completes a DoorDash delivery after arresting the driver. Steve will tell you all about this. He's got the Mix Report for you at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
New on Curiosity Stream. Are we close to building machines that are almost human? And can new technology give us superpowers? Find out on Super Sapiens. And in 1919, a British composer wrote the longest and most complex symphony in history. Conductors tried to perform it, but failed, declaring it cursed. Now a group of musicians will attempt the impossible, if they dare, on Curse of the Gothic Symphony. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, 1 in every 5 children killed in traffic crashes in the U.S. was a pedestrian. That's why 3M is working alongside local governments and NGOs to help improve crosswalk visibility and traffic markings in school zones, in a worldwide initiative to provide kids with a safe walk to school and access to the education they deserve. To learn more and take action, visit 3m.com/schoolzonesafety. 3M Science, applied to life.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
If you're hearing an informative newscast right now, well, then you must not be listening to BJ and Migs. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys, and thanks to Kia Up You All for giving us the Migs Report. And today's the day to bust out the chocolate, BJ. It's National Chocolate Day. Chocolate Cake Day.
Oh, chocolate cake day.
Yes.
Okay, that's a whole different story.
Well, it's still chocolate.
Mm-hmm. I understand that, but I mean, that means I can't just go have a candy bar. I mean, I really have to have cake.
Oh, anything's cake if you really believe.
Oh, all right. Well, okay then. Chocolate cake's been waiting 364 days, and you're like,
fair.
You're gonna just let any chocolate, anything. This is my day.
All right, so get yourself some chocolate cake. Maybe eat the whole thing. Then maybe your stomach's not feeling all that great, so you can still celebrate then the other holiday that's today.
Oh, yeah?
Happy National Thomas Crapper Day.
Oh, there we go. That's what I'll need. That's a fact.
You guys know who Thomas Crapper is, of course, right?
I do.
Now, although he didn't technically invent the toilet.
What did he invent?
John Harrington invented it, but he helped perfect it and popularize it.
Oh,
I don't know how he perfected it. He's like, you know what? Maybe we should have it go into water. I have no idea.
Here's the thing that's really, I mean, if that's true, that we basically call the crapper because and that means we basically created a verb out of that. You know what I got to go take? Out of this poor dude's name. Like, so it was never like, Like that word was never anything until basically we took it from the guy's name.
I think that's awesome. If I would be bummed if I was John Harrington, because I'd be like, man. Look, although on the flip side, some people probably are happy that they're not Thomas. Someone would be like, man, could you imagine someone said, I'm going to go take a Harrington?
Exactly.
I'd be forever immortalized. Like if someone said, I'm going to go take a Miggs.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
Wow.
Who's it hurting?
Oh, you're so full of Miggs.
Well, no one says you're so full of crapper.
People say you're full of crap all the time.
No, I know, but not crapper.
Well, yeah, I mean, your name is like a cutoff. Your name is set to go. I mean, you know what I mean? Your Miggs is the perfect, crap name. No, I didn't mean it that way.
Wow.
Well, that's all right. Never mind.
Rude. And apparently the reason why people call it the crapper also is because at some point the name crapper was on toilets because, it was like the little logo.
Wow. I mean, it really is fascinating to think that word and everything we made is all because of that dude.
And then there's John Harrington who's like, dodge the bullet. No one's calling the toilet after me.
It's kind of hard to go say I'm going to take a har. You know what I mean? Because that's like half of his name. Where, crap and crapper, it works. It rolls off the tongue and into the toilet.
I feel like you could say I'm taking a ton. A Harrington.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, I got to go take a ton.
I just dropped a ton.
All right, I like that one. I'm going to start doing it. I'm going to be the only... People go, what are you talking about? Well, as you know, I can do that,
Well, actually. All right, let's head on over to South Dakota where there's a police officer who took the serve part of protect and serve really pretty far in a funny way. So his name is Sam, and he's in the news right now because, he was dealing with some idiot that he had to arrest. The problem is the guy that he arrested because I guess he had a traffic violation and then an undisclosed outstanding warrant. But then he noticed the guy was on the job and he had somebody's food in his car because he was a DoorDash driver.
Wow.
So what does Sam do? Delivers the food. That is pretty funny.
Sam, you're the man, buddy.
Yeah, so he showed up to that person's house. Imagine, you're checking your ring cam, and there's a police officer outside just like, what the hell's going on? Am I in trouble? Is there something bad happening in the neighborhood? No, he's just here to give you your Arby's, because that's what it was. The person ordered Arby's.
Oh, great move. I got to get me some Arby's.
And the best part is because of ring cam or whatever doorbell cam footage, you're able to hear the exchange, and here's the woman answering the door, talking to the police officer with the 2 bags of Arby's and what looks like a drink.
No, I'm not who you're expecting, but your driver got arrested for some things he had to take care of. So I figured I'd complete the DoorDash for you.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Thanks.
Sam now has a 5-star rating on DoorDash.
Yeah.
The other driver dropped down to 4.2. I wonder if he could give Sam a tip. I wonder if he could take a tip, because I feel like, dude, you deserve a tip for this.
Either that, or I wondered if he stole any of the French fries from the Arby's.
Of course.
Curly fries,
Cop or not, there's French fries. We're all corrupt.
All right.
Cool. Okay, hold on a second. You know what? I feel like the police officer would probably, he's got to be stronger than us and not touching people's food. Come on.
Now, if he got a tip, would you go back to the car? Because I'd imagine that the guy that he arrested is still in the back of the car. Would you give him the tip? Hey, this is for you.
I'm keeping that tip.
What a random thing, though. Imagine,
dude. That just goes to show you, man. Some of because I see some sketchy people sometimes bringing my food, and I'm just like, man, what is going on here? Like when they're late. Now I know why they're late. They're probably doing some nefarious activity.
They're running from the law.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, somebody brought up a good point. The guy who created the toilet, his name is John Harrington.
Yeah.
People say, I'm going to use the John.
Oh, that is an excellent point.
I was today years old when I realized that that's why we call it that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a good point.
That is interesting.
Gotta go to the John. All right, see what happens when your last name isn't that cool, like Crapper? You got to go with the first name.
Well, then he did dodge a bullet if he didn't want his name being connected with that, because there's so many Johns out there.
Yeah, and all the Johns are real happy about it, too. Thanks for that.
John Harrington, that's why we go to the John.
We go to the John, we go to the Crapper, but we never say we have to take a John. So I guess,
right.
He dodged that bullet.
We never say someone's a John head. Oh, that'd be kind of fun. I guess we don't say anyone's a crap head either, but
yeah.
We should.
A poopy head, I say sometimes.
All right, here's an idiot criminal. He's in New Jersey. 2 weeks ago, a masked robber in Jersey. He robbed a small neighborhood market that's run by a 77-year-old owner and his wife, which is awful. And then he got away with $10 worth of cigars. That same guy came back 5 days later, got away with $20. The next day, he returned for a third time, got $180. You think at this point, you'd be like, I'm good, rule of threes.
Yeah.
No, he came back a few days later, and this time, though, the cops were waiting for him.
Yeah, buddy.
And they arrested him. And the guy's a piece of crap. Like, he assaulted the 77-year-old man.
Oh, that's
he even roughed up the wife as well. It's like, Jesus, what's wrong with you?
Really?
Well, anyways, he's 34 years old. His name is Travis, and he's been arrested. I to the same place 4 times, you idiot.
Yeah, I mean, that's where you just want, some prison justice right there. Really. I mean, come on.
Oh, look, nice text just came in, said, I'm a police officer. We had a similar scenario where we arrested a guy for DUI. Turns out he was in the middle of doing his DoorDash work, which, again, what the hell's going on? The sergeant delivered the Uber Eats Burger King order. Oh, so it's not DoorDash, but Uber Eats.
Ooh, nice. Oh, see, here's the problem, though, that someone didn't have a ring camera. They would have been stars.
Right.
Yeah.
Some good news in the world of football. So the Kansas City Chiefs, of course, just recently won. And I always love these stories about fans just kind of banding together for a ridiculous reason, but they're raising money, so that's pretty awesome. So a bunch of Kansas City Chiefs fans felt so bad for quarterback Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills because he played an incredible game. It wasn't anything that he did wrong. It was probably one of his best performances ever. So a bunch of Chiefs fans put together a charity idea where everyone donated money to the Patricia Allen Fund, which benefits a children's hospital in Buffalo, and it's connected to Josh Allen, so it's named after his grandmother.
You know what, dude? I have to say, I don't remember people doing stuff like this for the other team. That is really, really cool.
And here's the funny part: they encourage everyone to donate $13. So you're like, well, why $13? This is a little bit of the salt in the wound, but it's to honor the 13 seconds that it took Patrick Mahomes to drive down the field so that the Chiefs could tie the game and send it into overtime.
Well, all right, there we go. At least now we get some a-hole factor, but it does go to a good cause. So,
dude, over 9,800 people donated. They've already raised over $178,000 for the hospital.
That is a cool thing.
That's pretty awesome. Despite the nice little dig of the 13 seconds, that's awesome.
And, again, Josh Allen had nothing to do with that 13 seconds, unless maybe if he could have just waited a little longer to score that touchdown, maybe that's all he could have done.
Tonight, all right, we're in the second half of the season.
Oh, is this it?
For the Seattle Kraken. We've gone through 40-something games.
Okay.
Hasn't been the way that we hoped.
Nope.
But things are looking better.
All right.
And tonight they're in Pittsburgh, and we're taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins. That game is at 4 p.m., so at least it's not a late... Hey, that's the good news, BJ. Not a late game.
Yeah, but remember the last time we played Pittsburgh?
I know. Let's forget about that.
Oh, I'm trying to, but it was a beating.
Well, maybe they'll turn around because, the last time they played Nashville, we won the first time against them, and we lost the last one, so maybe it'll be a flipperoo.
Yeah. Okay, I like flipperoos.
Yeah. Isn't that how it works?
I think that's the official term for it, yeah.
Yeah, flipperooski. Let's do it.
The old flipperoo might happen. Granted, the Penguins are on a 6-game winning streak, and that's tonight, baby. Go Kraken.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, go Kraken.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, as far as weather, 46 degrees, going to be foggy, and then a little sun later on today, so maybe you get out those walking sticks, BJ.
Oh, you're a little late, pal.
How? You're already walking around with them?
I finally made my I made my 2022 debut yesterday with my walking sticks. Little did I know I was walking in a dog park though, and all I did was, and I had my new trail shoes as well. And when you're walking in a dog park and the whole walkway is brown, you don't know what you're stepping into because it looks all brown. And Marymore Dog Park is insane.
Hey, real quick, though, thanks to Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical for giving us the Migs Report, and that's what's up. All right, back to your poop dog walk story.
Yeah, well, dude, I have an app called All Trails app, and I had an appointment that I had to go do in Redmond, and I thought, let's see if I got some time, and maybe it was pretty decent out yesterday. I was like, let me go take a walk, and I saw these awesome trails at Marymore, according to my app. Had no idea it was an off-leash massive dog park, which is a really cool area if you got a dog. It's the biggest off-leash park I've ever seen. Like multiple massive trails along the water and everything, but it's all off leash. And so I'm like, well, for the guy that doesn't like dogs, I picked the perfect place to go take a hike.
But at least you have like a fencing thing where you could shoo off the dogs. Like, get away from me.
Yeah, well, that wasn't the problem. The dogs actually were well behaved, and I really had no complaint about the dogs, except I had no idea where I was walking. I'm so happy they have water around where I was, because I had to go dip my shoes in water to clean them. There was no other way to get it done.
Well, I hope you didn't use the dog bowl for that.
Oh gosh.
Well, no, it's a bit. There's whatever that body of water is around Marymore, but yeah, it's probably Lake Washington, I imagine. But yeah.
No, at first you said, I'm so glad they had water. I was like, oh, and then you got down to your hands and knees and lapped up the water like a good boy.
Oh, well, they had that too. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That they had that anyway, and I am a good boy. So what the heck?
Wow. Nice. So you're one day into walking.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it only took 27 days.
I've had a plantar fasciitis issue, so I've been really trying to get it to heal, because hard to believe, but they said I was walking too much. They go, dude, you can't be doing these 6-7 mile walks. You got to let this baby heal.
Those are no fun.
No.
That pain. Because I remember when I was like really heavy, I think I was putting too much pressure on my feet back in the 280-pound days many years ago. And every morning I would wake up and it was just like, got to warm up the feet because it's about to hurt. Like every time I would take that first step, it was like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah, and I finally did breach that subject with my PT person. I said, any chance at all, the extra couple pounds I put on in the last couple of years with the quarantine is contributing to this? And, you could tell she was really trying to be as political as really PC as possible to not hurt my feelings. There's a lot of things that contribute to it, sir. I mean, it's a finicky injury. I mean, it took her a long time to go, and yeah, you should lose some weight. So I'm back out there, Steve, and today looks like you said, could be another gorgeous day to be back out there. I'm very excited.
You can be out in the wild with your sticks.
Oh, yeah, but I do feel better with my sticks. I think the dogs knew. One dog was coming at me, though. He was not happy when he saw the sticks. And, of course, it's off leash, so the owner's like, hey, come on, Skippy, get back here. And he's just like, argh. And I'm like, dude, I get it. Every time I move these sticks, you're not happy. I'll just stand right here and not do a thing.
Well, that dog might be like, who the hell is this guy coming into our area without a dog?
Yeah, you're right. But it's good.
I'm sure that's what he thought.
Yeah, exactly.
But the damn All Trails app said this. They even have a whole guided thing you can do. And so I was like, oh, this is a cool trail to walk. That's what I've been using this All Trails app to go anywhere I want. And I didn't know it was a dog park. So I was
Do they have like a dog setting that you accidentally hit? Because sometimes I hit the closed captioning setting on my phone, and then I'm like, what the hell? I don't need to read the hockey game.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I hit the bark setting. I'm not too sure. Hey, have you found out it's the B button, by the way, Steve?
What's that?
On your Xfinity remote, just hit the B button and that'll call it up.
No, it had nothing to do with that. When I was watching on ESPN Plus, whenever I would beam the game from my phone to the television, it would switch to the closed captioning. It was such a pain in the D, because then I had to disconnect it. Turn the closed captioning off, reconnect it every time.
Yeah, I know it is. I'll tell you, when you hit buttons you never hit, or you go with settings you never know, it's a journey to get there, man.
And it's so funny how they do the closed captioning there, because they're writing it in white letters, so the font's in white, and they're writing it on the ice. So
how does that work?
I'm like, if I needed this, I'd be really annoyed.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see a damn thing.
It was like you could kind of see it, but it was like white on white.
See, my closed captioning went over the score, so I could never see what the score was. I had to turn it off. Yeah, it was driving me nuts.
Yeah, mine was working like in the lower to mid left side of the screen, and it would just constantly be on the ice.
Yeah, I'm with the Rev on that. And I think, and I can't really blame the closed captioning people, because for a long time, many sports broadcasts said, okay, we're going to pick a corner and it's going to be an upper corner. Yeah. And that's where we're going to put the scoreboard, the score stuff. And then they all of a sudden started putting the bottom, and you're like, dude, that's where the closed captioning goes. What are you doing?
See, my closed captioning was rolling off of the top. I have no idea why it was. It's never done that before, but for this game, it was doing that, and it was driving me nuts.
Oh, that's not, everybody knows that you got to be on bottom for closed captioning.
Right?
Yeah. Come on. That's, well, again, when you're like me and you've been doing it for a long time, you know where it's got to go.
Well, we've been conditioned with subtitles that it's always at the bottom.
True.
So you do the closed captioning should just kind of follow the same rule of thumb.
I agree. I agree 100%, Steve.
Unless they do it that way to avoid having text go over the subtitle text.
Oh, I see. Well, you know what though? They usually figure that out. Mm-hmm. Like if this, like my subtitles will shut off when it's English. and there's something there. They're smart enough to know that. I don't know what you got going on over there, but my subtitle people know, like, oh, they're speaking a foreign language and the movie's translating it for. We don't have to subtitle this because there it is.
I guess my smart TV's not that smart.
Oh, dang it, Riv! Get a smarter TV, man.
I'll have to.
There you go. Yesterday, Steve, he was pretty smart. Maybe not as smart as the TV, but he did get this one right.
What sport was Abraham Lincoln a champion in?
Tennis.
No.
Boxing?
No.
Wrestling, brother.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Awesome.
You're so stoked. Wow. Okay.
He's actually the first person to ever slam Andre the Giant. A lot of people say it's Hulk Hogan, but it was actually Abraham Lincoln.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, was it really?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. I had no idea it was Abraham Lincoln. Dang. Yeah. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Miggs. We're going to do that at 648 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. I owe a lot of back taxes. Can bankruptcy help me?
Bankruptcy can discharge back taxes under certain circumstances. Some types of taxes are never dischargeable, like if you have taxes from an employee, if you ran a business and didn't pay employee taxes or sales taxes. Those types of taxes cannot be discharged in bankruptcy. However, most people don't have those kind of taxes. Most people have just regular income taxes. If you owe income taxes and you filed your tax returns but just weren't able to pay the taxes, if the taxes are more than 3 years old and you filed the tax returns, those types of taxes can be discharged in bankruptcy in most circumstances, especially through a Chapter 13 case.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, 1 in every 5 children killed in traffic crashes in the U.S. was a pedestrian. That's why 3M is working alongside local governments and NGOs to help improve crosswalk visibility and traffic markings in school zones, in a worldwide initiative to provide kids with a safe walk to school and access to the education they deserve. To learn more and take action, visit 3m.com/schoolzonesafety. 3M Science, applied to life.